Hi, I'm Bob McCluskey. I spent a lot of years doing health and safety inspections in schools in southern Ontario. I'm having a look at the situation here and comparing to what would happen if this was in the southern Ontario. What the camera can't capture for you is the odor, this overpowering smell of diesel fuel here. It all make you sick to your stomach just walking past these holes. And it's very disturbing and very obvious the contamination everywhere you look when they dig up the soil.
This is the Vezina Secondary School. From that corner right up to where the end of that tank, that's about anywhere from 10 to 15 feet, and that's where the contamination starts. What you see back here is the demolition site, and you can smell the fumes. And today is a very windy day, and you can smell the fumes. Actually, it's coming against the wind, and the contamination starts is right up to where we are about standing. This is all contaminated, and like I say, I hope the government doesn't wait too long, because 10 more feet in our high school will be contaminated also.
Your children were at the school and they were starting to get dizzy in that when the demolition was taking place?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we were getting dizzy, and outside when we go out the door here with my husband, he says that he would smell the fuel. I mean the stink of the contamination, and we noticed that when they start banging, we feel that we can see the mud. You know, the blowing dust right in our yard here, and the wind was going in this direction, so that we were feeling sick. Yeah, and we started throwing up, started getting diarrhea, and even the baby had diarrhea. We still have diarrhea. So
you had the dust, and you had the smell of the diesel contamination, and it was making you, and people were throwing up.
Yeah.
Canada was here, and they read off a fact sheet. You know, what will happen, what are the promises for health and safety. They had promised that they would have fences up for the dust and all safety measures in place. In the evening, while the storm was still raging, with a fence having been blown down, they started to demolish a part of the school. I saw it, how it was flying, the dust flying. Next day, beautiful weather, but a real hard wind, storm. And they were filling the trucks. They had promised to put tarps over the trucks. That was never done. And the dust was flying with paper from the classrooms when the school was abandoned, I think 8 years ago. All of that was flying, so no consideration for our safety. I started getting sick. The snow started turning pink, brownish from the dust. I actually went over and told them, listen, you are demolishing the building, you are loading up the trucks, where's the fence? It was under piles of snow. They just continued. The workers and the supervisors, they themselves had helmets on and masks on all the way up to here, and they were maybe 20 meters away from me. And I was standing in front of my house.
Like during the demolition, there was a high stench, strong stench of fuel coming in from the site, and as I said, there's only a few meters. The demolition site is only a few meters away, and our students were complaining of headaches. You know, some of them being nauseated. and even teachers report that some of these students were falling asleep from the fumes, and that was our main concern with the situation during the demolition process.
They have rashes all over their body. My 9-year-old, it's all spread. He has dots that look like chicken pox, but they're not, because I know he had chicken pox when he was a little boy. My daughter, under her armpits, had a rash, both of them, and they started to smell like a rotten meat, because it was so, her skin was all torn apart. She was scratching it too much, and she was making holes in her armpits, and it smelled like a rotten meat. Because I know the smell, because my mom passed away with breast cancer, and I used to smell her discharge from her breast, and it smelled the same way as my daughter's armpits.
My niece Courtney, she has a bleeding nose, and my brother Sydney, he was always puking sick.
Obviously, we're very, very concerned, and grave concern for that matter, that our children are really losing out in their education. It's the general feeling that the health comes first, in the sense that we had to, it wasn't an option that we had to close the school. It was a matter of a health and safety issue in regards to our students, as well as staff being so close to the demolition.
It is true about the gas smell, because my brother LJ gets sick when he goes to school. He goes to school beside the old JR Nakogee School. The government doesn't believe we have problems in our community. It feels like they don't care about the children of Attawapiskat. We are Canadians, and also we were promised 3 times that we would get a new school. So what's gonna happen now? Miigwech.
My other son, my 8-year-old, since a year now, he started having suddenly bleeding noses and complaining of a headache all the time. At night he sleeps, get up in the morning, his face is all bloody because he had a bleeding nose while he was sleeping. I don't know how many pillows I have to throw away because of that. Because I can't take that blood out. It's a stain, blood stain. It's hard to take it out. And he doesn't want to use the same pillow because he doesn't like it.
We want a new school now, not next year or years away. We want it now.